Hey all, this is author Tillery here, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, how about you press that subscribe button and give this video a like and ring that bell so you know I'm uploading new videos. So this is the second part to branding as an author. So I wanted to talk a bit more about branding, the importance of it, and some aspects and things that you can do to help your branding along before your first novel releases. So after I covered the things in the first video, which was on the social media branding, I said I would do a follow-up, and this is the follow-up. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is a blog. The importance of a blog. You could do many things with it. You can talk about your writing process on a blog. You can talk about just your writing in general, your books that are coming. You can release different aspects of your writing in your blog. You can just simply even talk about writing as a whole. You can do all kinds of things on a blog, anything you want to talk about. The point is to get yourself out there and let your audience get to know you as a writer. So I do recommend possibly starting a blog, whether it is a written blog or a vlog. You could do that as well, something on YouTube, or you could do a blog on your own website, or they have different websites out there to run blogs through. So look into that a little bit. It is useful to use to also help brand yourself as an author. The second thing I wanted to go over is a newsletter, which you can do on your website. This will help you build a mailing list for your books, for people who possibly be interested in your novels when they release. So building this before you actually get your first novel out will help you in the future. So you want to start a newsletter, and I've done this with some of my other businesses, such as my dance company. I do a newsletter on the website there, simply just a little box at the bottom of the website, and they can put their email in, and then when they do that, then I get a little ding to my email account that I have a new person subscribed. That person goes on a list on there, and then when I do my newsletter monthly, I have a list of people that it gets mailed to. So this actually helps keep it organized. I use Wix.com for all my website building, and also when I build websites for other people. They have a automatic thing built in that you can use to do your mailing list. This is really easy, so you won't have to build all the other things that you have to do if you did not use those avenues. But there's plenty of different websites that you can use, and I'm sure whatever website you currently use will have some kind of aspect on there to do a newsletter. That's very useful. You can put different things in your newsletter. You can just, you could talk about your books. You can do little teasers, little snippets of your book. You can even give away little writing clips, like parts of chapters or whole chapters, whatever you want to do. But the point is to get people to know about your book and your books that are coming. Okay, the third thing I wanted to go over is making an interactive schedule. And what that means is a schedule that helps you keep up with your interactiveness on your social media accounts. So your YouTube, your Facebook that I talked about making, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Tumblr, you have your blog, and now your newsletter. Also Patreon, if you have one of those, or whatever possible avenue you have for help letting people, your community and your audience, help fund your art. So if you have also one of those, then that's another thing you have to keep up with. Like Patreon, for instance, you can upload weekly or monthly or once a week, whichever your schedule is. Thing is, you do need to sit down and decide about your schedule, your interactive schedule, because you're interacting with this schedule. Literally, you need to keep it in order, because let's say you have let's say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So let's say you upload once a week on each one of these. This is a basic schedule. Then you would have a calendar. You can do it on a calendar, or you can do a digital calendar, whatever you want to do. You can write one out in a book, whatever. Write the days of the week and what days you are going to upload or post on which social media accounts. and you want to stay interactive. You don't want to just make these accounts and then don't utilize them. Very important to stay on top of that. I do, it can get hectic. It can get very hectic, to say the least. I was up to 3 videos on YouTube, but I have so many social media accounts, I've decided to just do Wednesdays for now. And then I have my Patreon that I do a post on Monday. Then I have Twitter that I always try to at least post on once a day, because Twitter is really fast for me. So I could do Twitter once a day, or if I don't, I do at least 3 times a week. So I'll go Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for Twitter. And then you can do your other one on, let's say, whatever the free day you have, and you can pre-post on these. Twitter, I don't believe does pre-posting, but that's why I do that one like each day. It's a quick update or something I want to share on there that I have on something else. So that's something you have to do. Just make yourself a schedule. It really helps you keep up with where and what you're posting. So some of these are a little easier if you do connective post, meaning you have a YouTube video and then you share it on your Patreon, or you put it on your Patreon and you release it later on your YouTube, or you have a new short story that you released on a blog and then you link it once it's out, and you link it on your Twitter. So that type of interactive posting can help cut back on some of the stuff that you have to pre-record or pre-write out or whatever you do for that. Yeah, so that's my 3 things that I like to do for my my branding, and it really does help. So be interactive. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.